Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Finally, I was released. Tests were negative, so thank you guys so much for all the support. I know I missed today, unfortunately. I'm not gonna count that because I actually had an excuse for that. So it's physically impossible for me to make a video yesterday. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. But also, I wanted to tell you guys about something that I was just requested. Like someone asked me if I want to join it. I said sure. It's called the All YouTubers group. It's basically a bunch of YouTubers for War Dragons who are getting together. I think Air Force has about 14 or so. So if you are a YouTuber and want to be added to the group, message me in game, and I will put that on to the guy who made it, which is Air Force. And he'll most likely add you to the group. Or if you're interested in becoming a YouTuber, you know, feel free to do it because there's a lack of active War Dragons YouTubers in terms of guides. Because a lot of people, yes, they post videos on them attacking bases, but we need more YouTubers who are actually adding their voice to it, actually putting making a little bit longer videos. Not saying that doing just replays is bad, but you know a lot more people want to see guides and that type of stuff. Even Let's Plays. I'm talking to a couple people who might start playing War Dragons more often. So yeah, I just want to point that out there. So either way, I want to go and do a video on the best dragons in each tier. It's been a little while since I've done a video on this, and a couple things have changed actually. So yeah, the first two are pretty simple. Now, used to be guaranteed Kanara, but now it's actually Ember. Ember by far. So definitely, guys, he's free to breed. He does not cost any money at all. Getting his evolutions stones, by the way, guys, you can't get them. Someone sent me an email asking about that. You can't get them. They were a limited time thing. However, he is still the best for the red tier. If you got him to the blue tier, which I think is $5, then yes, he'd be the best dragon in the red and also purple tier, and also the blue tier. If you got him up to the blue tier, which by the way, if you did, don't do that because that was a complete waste of money. Not complete waste, but it was pretty big. If you did not spend any money, or if you are new, which I'm assuming some of you guys are, Boreas is definitely by far. So that's the first two. It's pretty simple. Here again, it's either Ember or people say Etzel, because of freeze and summon warrior at slower levels is extremely powerful. I personally like Druid, just for me personally, but the thing is, these two are basically wasted. The only thing is Healing Mark, which at that level was pretty good, but also Kill Assist. But from what I've heard, and quick disclaimer, guys, this is my own opinions, and also the opinions because I'm also going to include the last two tiers now because I've been talking to a couple people about it. These are my opinions. They're not always going to match up with other people, so don't take it as end all be all. Okay, so yeah, personally for me, I've seen Etzel being the best. Now in this tier, it is by far Amarok, guaranteed. He will last a very long time. I've seen people use him up to level 70 and 90. Just because of his resist and his explosive shield really makes him a very, very good option. Now the next best would be Donavalis. Sorry, not Donavalis, Dodoper, because you have Cloak, Invert, and Freeze. He's a very, very strong dragon, though very few of you will actually have him. I have him on my main account. By the way, guys, this is not my account. I just can't play on my... Sorry, I can't not play. It's not like I can't play, but I can't record on it. I have a level 204 account. This is just my chest base, by the way. If you're looking for a chest base to farm chests, watch my video. Go to my main channel. Sorry, not my main channel, but the channel page. And my most viewed video, or one of the twos, is I finally found chest bases. Check that out. So yeah, so for this orange tier, most likely it's going to be Amarok or Dodoper. Either one of those two is definitely going to be most viable and most useful for those who are wanting it. Now, going on to the next one, and by far, because you have Cloak and you have Healing Mark, which is just so beneficial, and Cannon Resist as well. So Etten is definitely the best. The next best, I've heard a lot of people say Hugin. However, Danzig now may be a little bit more because I think they modified Vampiric Touch now. So it's actually a lot better. So Danzig may be the second best now, but I've seen people use Etten, no joke, till they're level 100 plus. I'm not joking around. They've actually used him until they're 100 plus. And by the way, guys, you can get gold eggs at level 64. So he's not going to be your best dragon, but he still remains viable because of that cloak spell. So again, I'm throwing out this information so you know which breeding guide to want to use. if you need help with the breeding guide, message me online, on the line app or something like that, and I can help you out. So the next, sorry guys, I don't think I can edit that out, but the next tier is definitely, of course, the gold tier. Now this is where people get like triggered, whether what I say, because I personally think Whale Garner's the best. Just from what I've seen, guys, I made this mistake of starting not breeding consurgents because you get them both at the same time. But I started incubating consurgents first, and it took me another month to get Whale Garner. But guys, Whale Garner is going to be the most useful because he has this cloak spell, which is so good. Whale Garner by far is the best. The second best is honestly, a lot of people don't like Chrysos, but he's just a tank. He will literally live for as long as you want because he can just continue regaining his health. Quick tip on this: do not put rejuvenate runes on him; it won't work. But yeah, so for me personally, I see Whale Garner being the best. Consurgence is definitely not a bad option, but at the same time, Ballista Resist is kind of a wasted spell on him, to be real honest with you guys. Now, Platinum is guaranteed Rhizar. If you don't say Rhizar, you don't know what you're talking about, because Rhizar is definitely the best. Guaranteed 100%, he's definitely the best. Because the thing is that you have Steel Essence, you have Cloak, and then of course you have this Galvanic Overload, which is basically a wannabe Death Gaze. Not as good, but it's still viable. It still it will take out most buildings. I think like once you get to like level 40 or something buildings, Rhizar will not one-shot. But for the most part, this Galvanic Overload will one-shot. And of course, Steel Essence and Cloak is just such a good combination. Okay, so getting on to these. Now, again, these top tier dragons are really going to depend on your playing style. First thing I'm going to say, though, don't get Manhattan. I have not talked to one person who liked this dragon. I have not talked to a single person. I've talked to so many people, though, who have gone him and said, oh, I wish I picked another way to go. So these two dragons, you got Hasset and you have Apathet. You might be surprised with my answer, but I think, honestly, Hasset is a little bit better. The reason why I say that is because, technically speaking, if you go for Hasset first, you can backbreed Apathet once you get A and A, which is the Osteros, Aquilos, and Ostros, which I'll talk about why you want to try to get Ostros, or I'll just call them A and A. So for my level, Apathet is going to be the best. However, I've talked to a lot of people, and guys, Hasset at higher levels, if you are good with flying hunters, Hasset will be the best option for you no matter what. He really will. Just because of his spell combinations and whatnot, it's really going to be beneficial. It's really going to help you guys out in attacking super high level bases. So Hasset is technically a little bit better than Apathet, but honestly, for my level, he's not. He's just not as useful. Apathet, I use him in every single run, no problem. I've taken 111 million defense powered base before, and we're with 2 defenders with my Apathet, because he can just keep one-shotting these level 50 towers no matter what. So on short bases, Apathet is very, very good. Now, going on to Garnet. Now, a lot of people think that, yes, hunters are the best, but honestly, getting up to these tiers, they're not necessarily the best guaranteed. I've talked to a lot of people, and they say A&A is definitely the best, just because of his skill set. You have Cosmic Energy, you have Celestial Dance, you have Northern Lights, and Southern Cross. All these spells together actually create a very, very strong dragon. So A&A is the best dragon out of this tier. Honestly, I would really like Icicle. I think Icicle is definitely not a bad dragon at all. Gloomclaw, I've never seen anyone talk about Gloomclaw. To be honest, I never have. So I'm not sure how good he is. But I can definitely say with almost 100% certainty, Aquilos and Astros is going to be the best one that you want to aim for. So if you can find one that you get this dragon pretty quickly, that's the breeding guide you want to go with. Icicle is not bad either, but again, A&A might be just a tad bit better in terms of spell. I really hope this does not crash, because I can't edit. Alright, going on. Again, a lot of people think that the Hunter is the best, but in reality, what I've heard is that Nier is actually the best dragon. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if that's correct. But every single person I've talked to so far says that they only see Xenot on purchase. I've never actually, like, so many people say they see Hosset more than they see this guy. So from that being said, I see a lot of people saying the air, correct me if I'm wrong, is the best one because of this Noxious Vines. He's actually very, very strong uproot as well as elemental barrier. So from what I have seen, Nier is the best one out of these. Out of the legendary ones, I've heard a lot of people say that DC is the best one, probably because of the Earthquake spell and Cloak. A lot of people also like Ferga. Um, I think honestly DC looks a little bit better, but I think it's really up to you, and how you fly. So this is really where a lot of people are trying to figure out what. Okay, so obviously I don't know for certain if this guy's better, Ryo, but I know Noctua is, from what I've heard, the best one out of these. Basically out of these, four. I haven't heard much about this Mythic Dragon, to be honest. He looks decent. However, I don't know about too much about his skill set. Well, I know about skill set. I don't know the synergy in terms of does it work well together. But I do know that apparently Noctua is the best for those people who have literally all five. Hashtag all Dreadnought players. But I mean, hashtag super OP. But so from what I've seen, Noctua is the best with this Noxious Vines. It's so good. As well as Consume. This Consume is super good. To be honest, it's not as big of a heal as I thought, but in terms of what it does, the heal is just so good that it actually can just keep you alive. And you can use that as many times as you want. It's only one rage, guys. Only one rage for a super massive heal is ridiculous, especially on a hunter. And you have Cloak too. So overall, this is probably going to be the best dragon for you to get. So I hope this video helped you guys out in terms of what breeding guides you want to take, and then also which dragons, if you get like 2 or 3 at a time, which ones you should start incubating at the start. Because I know most breeding guides will have Consurgents and Whale Garners breedable around the same time. So, at the same time with 100k breeding tokens. So what I would do, guys, is make sure that you incubate Whale Garner first, and then do Consurgents. And that applies for a couple other instances as well. I think you get Rysar and Kaiju at the same time. Make sure you get Rysar first. But either way, guys, seriously, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you are new. There's a lot of new players who are coming to the game who have messaged me. I've seen like literally a level 4 or 5 message me. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.